Hi everyone. Welcome to Jenny Satori Healing. I'm Jenny Satori. I hope you're doing really, really well. And I understand if you're not, you know, and I want to say that it's okay if you're not. I want you to know that during these hard times right now, we may be experiencing all kinds of feelings, and a lot of this is revolved around fear, and rightly so. Uh, there's no wording out of this. In other words, there's nothing that I can say or anybody can really say to lighten or lessen this load. So I haven't come on here to do that. In fact, in case you didn't know, I am definitely no guru and no teacher, per se. I may teach by accident or whatever, but I certainly don't set out to be one of those people that are claiming to be a guru or a teacher with all the answers. I think that the answers lie in the collective conscious, just as reality does as well. It's all about what we all feel and think as a community, and that's generally the reality of the day, and with that being said, I'm not on here to talk about watch your feelings and watch your thoughts, because that is absolutely ridiculous. You have a right to feel the way you're feeling, and it doesn't necessarily mean that we should lie in that notion or in that energy for a long time. I mean, look, stores are closed, businesses are losing, and as a result, other businesses are losing. Quite frankly, my business is losing as a result of this. There is so much to panic about, and if that's not enough about money, how about supplies and food and water and, oh yes, the toilet paper? We are, as a collective, running scared and panicking, and gosh, so what can we do? Well, I think we could be a friend to someone else. It sounds so trite, but you know what? Be a friend. Be a shoulder. Also allow others to be that friend and shoulder. Check on your neighbors. The elderly lady down the street, knock on her door. See if she needs anything. Call up your mom. Call up your dad, your sister, your brother. Everybody's okay? Great. How are you doing? Get back to community, because I think that's what this message is all about. If there is any message, it's very interesting, because there's a fine line between everything happens for a reason and random stuff that throws everybody off course and bugs us out, literally, like WTF, But I happen to think, if we sit back and we just kind of observe what's going on maybe do like a bird's eye view, go up and look down at the situation, and you might find that this is bringing people together on certain levels. Yes, there's fights about toilet papers. In fact, I read somewhere, and it was pretty funny, but I read something about a couple of people held up a toilet paper truck and stole 600 rolls. I mean, it is funny, but it's also really freaking sad and speaks volumes about, again, the collective conscious. But aside from that, these things, and I think we have to understand that people are coming from fear. We all are, in our own ways, and so we will see this kind of stuff, but we'll also see, that there is a method to the universe's madness, and that is, now we're starting to slow down. Now we're starting to we can hear ourselves think, and maybe that's frightening at first, but at the same time, it's wonderful to get in touch with oneself again, and with the earth and the universe. And then it's also wonderful to get in touch with others and have that sense of community again. So at the very least, I'm not saying this is wonderful, and I'm certainly not saying it's karmic and that we deserve it. I don't get that. I'm not one of those people that go for that idea where it's like, oh, we've been bad, so we're being punished. Oh God, you know what? Really? No. If anything, it's quite the opposite. It's really just about taking advantage of an otherwise crappy situation, pardon my English, and using it to connect again, not only to Mother Earth and the universe, but also to others, and to actually be that community that we used to be, and I say it quite often, and I know I probably sound like an old lady already, because I'm all like, back in the day, mothers stayed home and they took care of their children, and now you can't afford to do that. You have to have two incomes in order to survive. That's just the way it is. And it's like, there's a trade-off with everything. A balance is a better word. And because of the two income families, because it's a necessity these days, the children suffer a good amount of the time, so a lot of us, we're given downtime now, or things are way, way more slow. Take that opportunity to really connect with yourself again, and connect with the universe and others. I think that's the message here. If you'd like to go that deep, if you'd like that suggestion from me, and that's it. I'm just an ordinary person wading through the stuff just like you, but I thought I'd come on and tell you my thoughts about it, and see how you're all doing. I really, there's nothing that I can do. I think sometimes when people look at healers or shamans or whatever, and they think, oh, just heal me, heal me. And it just doesn't work that way. It's not a movie, it's not TV. Things work a little bit differently, and also it's mostly about you. I can speak for myself and nobody else, and I can say that my energy work is complementary to who and what you are. I help facilitate what it is that needs to happen. Perhaps I give an idea that you can heal. And that's the idea here, is it's all about you. It's all about what you can do and what the human body can do, and the mind over matter, and all this really cool stuff that's all within you that has nothing to do with me. I have always said for so long that we're our own best compass in terms of everything, intuition especially. But it's also true with healing. The healing is about empowerment and what you can do. If I can give you that faith and hope to do that, if I can make you feel better for 5 minutes, you know that it's possible. And then you can change your mind, and then in effect change your body from the inside out, maybe just based on, breaking, crashing that notion that you can't heal. We can all heal ourselves. And so, short story long as usual, it's not about me and what I can say and what I can do energetically. I won't even attempt to do that. I have spent quite a bit of time in the last few weeks sending energy everywhere and in every circumstance that I can think of. And it's because I want to do my part, and we all have a part, and we have the power of prayer, which also I do, but we all do what we can. And I think that helps alleviate that feeling of helplessness too, but I've spent a good amount of time, doing that, and I haven't announced it and made a spectacle about it and said, hey, hello everybody, I'm going to work on coronavirus, because I feel that, and some of you who are personal friends on Facebook might have seen my little post about, I don't believe in, exploiting this situation for personal gain and popularity. I mean, I can, I guess, easily label this video coronavirus and what to do. I won't do that. That's my own personal belief. It's my own way or whatever, but there are an awful lot of people capitalizing on the situation, and I don't mean just toilet paper buyers and resellers. I'm talking about spiritual people, quote unquote, who are so taking advantage of it, and they're offering discounts, coronavirus readings. Really? Really? And that's where my part comes out, where, listen, I'm a regular person, and that pisses me off, okay? That pisses me off. And if I'm pissed and you find that that's not spiritual or whatever, that's okay. That's all right. I like to be real. I like to keep it real. I have always been who I am, And no matter how many years in the past go by, I have and will always be the same person, you know, and I pride myself in that. So it's all good, you know, whatever others might think about it, you know, and that's another thing to talk about one day. But see, that really annoyed the heck out of me. Just saying. So anyway, I hope that you guys stay clear, stay focused in knowing that indeed, and that was the thing the other day. I kind of went out and I did an energetic thing, an energetic tune-up with the wind, and I had a message from her, and she basically said what, you know, is a very strong belief in shamanism, but it's more or less the idea that everything's cyclical and that there are cycles on the earth and in life in general. It's birth, it's death, it's birth, it's death, it's stop and begin again, stop and begin again. I know it. On the surface, it sounds really cold, like who cares and whatever, but in the end, the comfort in it is in the idea that this has happened before. And we will survive. Like Gloria Gaynor. You dig? So, just know, you know, like I've said before on another video, just definitely have faith in the process of this interesting thing that we call life. And stay true to who you are. It's okay to feel all the feelings you're feeling, but don't lose your wonderful character, your wonderful energy in the process of getting bombarded with all this information, all these emotions, everything from the collective conscious. Just remember to breathe, give yourself space, and take advantage of at least the stillness and slowness that has been created as a result of this. If you can't do that, that's okay too. I just wish you the absolute best, and I will see you again soon. And until next time, many, many bright blessings to you always. Bye now.